Hey there guys, we're outside the Mammoth site now, and I figured while I was sitting here thinking about it, you guys might want to see what my new hometown looks like. So what I'm going to do is set my camera on the dashboard like it's sitting now, and I'm just going to drive regularly all the way to home. And if I see something in front of me, hopefully you'll catch on camera because I'm going to be rather focused on driving up here more than anything else, but it'll give you guys a good chance to see what my hometown is like. Hot Springs, South Dakota. Here comes Video Tours. We are now leaving the Mammoth site. Gutter. Oh, big gutter. Alrighty. So I'm going to take an exaggerated way home, not the way I would normally go on the way home, but this one is for academically accurate camera purposes. Lots of old cars around here. Weather's been nice too. A nice brisk 50 degrees. Lovely weather. You can go outside in a shirt. That's absurd up here. Going outside in a shirt, who does that? Well, apparently you can if the weather's a nice warm temperature. Whoop, hill, gutter. Right, as we're leaving the Mammoth site, we have to go through the community housing project up here, where we've had a lot of expansion. On my right is my new church. Lovely place. I wish I could move the camera, but it's more important to steer right now. As we go down the culverts to the only high school in the surrounding area, Hot Springs High School, where I once attended as a student. Hopefully it'll be a good camera capture, otherwise I will be wasting this trip. If all you guys can see is directly in front of me, not quite sure how that's going to go out. We are on one of the main drags here. There is only, get this, here in Hot Springs, 2 lights. Everything else is stop signs, or yield signs, or one-way signs. But there's only 2 signal lights in the entire town. Pretty fun. We're passing the high school now on my left. Can't move the camera. Sorry about that, guys. And now we're going down a mountain slope. Going down. Picking up speed. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Keep turning to the left. Keep turning to the right. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Entering Hot Springs itself. There's the guy in the green truck can go faster, but this is a retirement community. Everyone's slow. Well, I wouldn't say that. There's a lot of scientists up here too. The U.S. Geological Surveys and the Mammoth site and the environmental protection people and everything else. Alright, time to make a right. Up there on the hill, that brown building right up there, is the Pioneer site. That is the Museum of Pioneer Exploration here in South Dakota. And I may get a video capture of that later, at a later date. We're now going down the Mounties track. There's my tiny police station. There's a theater. And City Hall. To my left, over there on the side, there's a river. That river is constantly 74 degrees year-round. Never freezes. Never cool. Well, I imagine swimming in a hot river is kind of cool. And it steams so amazingly when it's super cold out. It's like a wall of steam. I I love it. There's also a waterfall. To my right is one of the sandstone castles, and to my left, which I will have to actually turn around and capture, is an amazing sandstone medieval Lutheran church. There's a train station, also the tourist center for hot springs here. There's a guitar shop, lovely. There's a small jail, also lovely, made out of wood. Traveling at a nice brisk 20 miles per hour speed limit in this town. Going over the river. Directly in front of me is Evans Plunge. Evans Plunge is the largest naturally heated pool in the world. I don't know much more than that because the signs out front don't tell me much more than that. Haven't been inside yet. Should have been, but I don't have a pass to go swimming, so I figured I wouldn't go inside until I had a pass, and then even if I did, I wouldn't know how the camera would fare around there. But, oh well. Details, I'll get back to it later. Uphill, going up mountain. Going up more mountains. Oh yeah! Now I'm allowed to go 35! River. That's a river. Going 35 up the mountain. Going up, going up, going up. Gaining speed. And now that we're on the outskirts of the town, I will just pick up the camera and hold it in one hand. Mainly because I like you guys to see the amazingness that is the outside of my area. Mountains upon mountains upon mountains. This way, not so much. To go 65 now. A grand up in Plains on the edge of the Black Hills. Technically, no, that's not the Black Hills. That is a wind barrier mountain. That's the last mountain strip if you're leaving this area. The first mountain strip if you're coming into the Black Hills. The Black Hills are actually much further on. As you remember my first video, I pointed it out. They're behind my grandma's house, that way. Those are the Black Hills out that way. We just can't see them right now. We're in a valley. To go 70 now. Soon, if they allow the roads to be this way, we can reach 88 miles per hour, and we can go back to the past when the pioneers only traveled these roads on their cowboys' hats. Soon, soon. But for now, we have to stay at 70. I'm just gonna stick you guys out my window to the right, because we're gonna be casting up some of the better mountain views, and my frontal view is not so amazing. We're actually going higher up and higher. My ears have already popped twice. As you can see, we're going to be on top of the mountain pretty soon. As you can gauge by the distance to your right on the next mountain ridge further off in the distance. And yet we go higher. And as you can see to my left, now we can start seeing the tops of the Black Hills that way. And yet we're still going to go higher. Higher and higher still. Now we're crisping one of the edges of the mountains. Lovely view, by the way. Just absolutely amazing. That is the Black Hills National Forest out that way. You couldn't see it before when we were in the valley, but now you can see it plainly. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, sunlight. Can't let you guys get blinded. Except me. I can get blinded. It's alright. I'm used to it. Going up higher still. Ears have popped twice now. Weirdest feeling ever to get in the mountain zones and then to realize that your ears have to pop constantly. But now we're coming up on the mountain ridges. And there's my grandma's house right there. As you can see, my property. And we have amazing mountainscapes that way. And we have a forest that way. Sorry if I blinded you. Forgot. Sunlight. Sunlight bad. Well, only if you're a vampire. Do. And point you guys into the sunlight one more time. Sorry about that. If you're watching this in the dark part of the night, this would probably be really good for you. And there you go. What I see every morning when I have to park my car and go to work. The Black Hills. And out that way, all the way out that way, that is the Great Plains, straight down that way. We are looking Nebraska. Further out there, that's Nebraska. But we don't concern ourselves about that. For we got the mountains and forests. Well, that's probably it for today. I'll make some more videos later. I'll leave you with this nice landscape drop background. And a picture of my garden. Which is, you can't see. It's down in the valley. But we're working on it. Have a good night.